How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Dragon Ball FighterZ Beginner Tutorials, Bronze level. My name is FOXSOL. I'm here to go ahead and teach you guys, who are beginning players, how to adapt into Dragon Ball FighterZ, so that way you're prepared to play online. Now, excuse me. If you have been watching this series from the beginning, let's recap. The very first episode is teaching you your basic movements. The second episode is teaching you, okay, there's something to this combo system. There's something to these buttons. And then the third video was talking about player state of mentality. Now, by this time in this video, I'm expecting you, the player, to have gone online, do a couple matches. Maybe you won a couple. That's amazing. That's great. You're doing a hell of a bang-up job if you did that. Maybe you lost a lot, and right now you're in a bitching session, and you're like, man, these characters are OP or stuff like that. Remember in the last video, you cannot blame no one else but yourself when you lose. Fighting games are games of rock, paper, scissors. Basically, it's predictions. Have you ever played rock, paper, scissors and threw out a rock and your friend threw out a paper and won? Whose fault was that? Because in your head, you should have been like, damn, maybe I should have done scissors. That's basically the same core concept in fighting games, in general. Now, here in Dragon Ball FighterZ, we're going to go ahead and take what we've already adapted in a certain sense. We went fight the CPU last time to get a good idea of how the character moves. Now, it's time to learn a little bit more what these buttons can do. A little bit more about the game system in general. So that way, as a player, you can advance to another tier. Now, don't expect that after going through like a tutorial segment like this, don't expect to be, oh man, I'm gonna be like a god and all this, you know? We're not getting to that point to where we're leveling up that fast. We're just basically bringing out little tidbits and pointers that would help any one of you guys to just level up your game a little bit more. Because I know there's a lot of people who from the live streams, from Twitter, from a lot of different sources that's basically telling me, yo, I've never touched a fighting game like Street Fighter. I've never played Guilty Gear. I've never played fighting games in general, man. I've played casual games. Well, this is what we're trying to do. We're trying to get you a little bit more accustomed so that way you don't feel like you're stuck. Now, welcome to Dragon Ball FighterZ Training Mode. First things first, just like in the basic tutorial, you have your health bars, you have your key bars. You have these two sparklets. If you did the tutorial, you should know what this does. Now, a lot of people are going to think that what this is only for is just to regain health. There's a lot of different properties with sparkling that you should know about. Sparkling, for example, let's go ahead and make Vegeta block here real quick. Now, also before I get ahead of myself, in training mode, you have these options here. You can change the health bar settings, training settings, enemy settings, character settings, Dragon Ball settings. You can change the settings in this training to adapt to different situations. The best thing is when you hear of a competitive player, a pro player, however you want to announce them as, saying, I'm going to go do some lab work. You're like, what does he mean he's going to do lab? This is what he's talking about when he's going lab. Maybe there was something, a combo that tripped him up that he fought against, and he's like, man, I think if I would have blocked, like he lost this match, and in his head, he's like, maybe if I would have blocked high rather than crouch block at this point in time, I might have been able to jump and get over this person and kick his ass, pretty much. They come in here, they test those theories, they test out what combos they can do with their characters. They come in here, they're trying to find new tech that they can incorporate into their game. So that way, they have an advantage over you, the person who's just hitting buttons. And that's the entire point of all this. You are a person who is just hitting buttons. And it's time to try to adapt you into learning a little bit more, not going into the advanced side, but just to learn a little bit more about this game system so that way you have a better grasp of things. So, like I was saying, we're going to go ahead. I'm going to go to enemy center here real quick. I want him to guard everything. Alright, because I don't want Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta here to get hit once. See how he's blocking? That's what I want. Now, Sparkling has some different attributes to it. Can I do this with my health bar? I don't know if I can do this with my health bar. Like, can I just put like add that? Doesn't look like I can do that. All right. Oh, I want to see. You would think they would have this in here, but apparently they. Okay, that's good. Don't worry, I got another idea here. We're going to enemy settings. We're going to turn this CPU on, and we're just going to have it do a repeat attack real quick. All right, then we're going to take it off. Okay, health recovers. I don't want my health bar to recover. No recovery, please. Do that again. Let's go to enemy setting one more time. Let's go make it do a repeat attack real quick. Let's go tell it to shut up. There we go. I should have blue health here, hopefully. Alright, you see my blue health? This is what most of you people are gonna recognize what Sparkling's for. It recovers your missing health. When you have some health like that, you start getting hit, some of your health depletes, but then you get this bar that's blue. And that is your health that you can recover. So when you switch out a character, they're in the back surviving. They're in the back holding out, you know, that's just how it is. And this is a traditional thing. Now, properties of this is that you could be, go ahead and make you do a repeat attack again. Let's go ahead and put this like this. We're gonna get in a block state here. That's a bad idea of where to put Sparkling. That's a bad concept. What can we do in a situation like this with Sparkling? Sparkling is giving us the advantage of a lot of different things. It's kind of like a burst from Guilty Gear, but you only get to use it once. But it's more the factor of Marvel vs. Capcom. That's what it's basically from. Sparkling has different properties, such as Sparkling can do more damage. Let's go ahead and change this back to Stone Guard. So let's just say, since you're in a match and your health is at 10 HP, this is a combat system. Boom! You hit this, 3,336 damage from that combo. Let's see what happens if we just do it this way. Oh. 2,780. So you see it added an extra boost to my attack. Now, Sparkling has other different properties that if you go on Twitter, there's a video that's out there that will probably explain this a lot better with Sparkling. We're just getting into a little bit of the grasp of it. But let's go ahead and make Vegeta guard again. Let's Sparkle. Where's Dash? Did you notice something there? Did you notice something there? Let me go ahead and do this again. Look at this. Alright, this is without Sparkling. As soon as I'm Sparkling, I'm hitting basically my buttons here. See that? See how when I do a Dragon Dash and it pushes me back? And then it allows me to hit? With Sparkling, you can do it right on. So, it's not pushing me back. This is where the comeback mechanic comes into effect. This is where the comeback mechanic comes into effect. This is something you need to learn. This is why when I watch a lot of live matches, I'm seeing basically beginner players just like waste this, like they don't even need to waste it. They just waste this right now just because they want to beat this guy's butt really fast. and the other person on the other end is holding theirs on to the very last second. And then, for example, you took out 2 of their characters, you took out half their health bar off of a damn Super Saiyan Blue Goku, and then this guy activates his sparkling, and he kills all 3 of your characters. Because number 1, there's another reason too for all this. Let's go to training settings here real quick. Sparkling Blast recovery, auto recovery, permanent. Look at the stages. We have a stage 1. Stage 1 is. So let's see. This is stage 1. Stage 2. Stage 3. Not what I'm looking for. There is something I'm looking for in particular. I think I need to kill. I think I need to have the other characters killed. Because I've seen it last a lot longer. I might be mistaken about this. I'm hoping I'm not. Alright, Vegeta. We're gonna test this theory real quick. I might be wrong about this. This is me being stupid in my own little training tutorial here, but we gotta learn together, aren't we, guys? So we're gonna go here. We're gonna go to this training dummy. We're gonna go ahead and where is it? Yeah, just set. Oh, it's right here. Set a repeat attack. He's just one hit shoots. Okay. Look at the sparkling after Goku died. It got bigger. Well, this Super Saiyan Blue Goku died. Look, it turned fucking red. It is fucking shining. It is saying, you son of a bitch, you're gonna fucking die here. This is where your combat system comes into effect. This is why you'll see a lot of people wait till they have their last character, because number 1, this sparkling is going to last a lot longer in level 3. This sparkling is going to do, I believe, more damage than level 1 and 2. And this gives you a great comeback opportunity. I have used this several times within the open and closed beta of Dragon Ball FighterZ. And I have pulled out several combatic wins that people are like, how the fuck did you do this? Well, boy, I saved my X Factor for the last time. Now, there is some cases where I'll use X Factor in the beginning. There is some circumstances I will use that, and that's just basically me being stupid. But in professionality here, this is how you want to look into this. Sparkling is a system that I really hope you guys will take this into your gameplay and not waste it. There's a lot of things you can do with this sparkling. I've said this in live streams where I was just like facepalm myself, like, oh god, why did you waste it? Oh, I accidentally hit it. It's like, don't accidentally hit it. Learn where that button's at and don't. X Factor, look how much more meter we're building off of this. Look how much more damage we're doing off of this. Oh, there's an auto combo, nevertheless. Like, this right here, boys and girls, this X Factor, don't waste it. You want to get into Dragon Ball FighterZ? Don't waste this. This right here is one of the greatest comeback systems to the game. So let's look how much more damage. Look what I am doing to Vegeta right now. You're gonna go from here. Remember this combo I was doing? Oh, I just messed it up. I didn't time it right. Let's go ahead and do X Factor again. Let's see how much more damage I can do from this. Oh crap. Oh, we have a limit to. Can I just tell it to keep activated? That would be great. All recovery. This should be a way, right? Give him 3 there. Oh, it's because my other characters aren't dead either. Alright, so we would have to do it all over again to kill the characters. I'm not going to go into that. But just know that sparkling is something that you guys should not waste. seriously, it is a great combat system, and I really hope that if anything in this tutorial will help you level up your gameplay, is that feature right there. Don't waste that. Use it on the last man standing. Use it on the second to last man standing if you have to. But otherwise, save it till you are dire sure that you are going to die. Basically, consider it that pill that gives you perfect power. But if you take it, it's going to kill you. So in a dire straight situation, that is the best time to use it, is when you know you're going to die, you're going to use it and you're going to go put up a hell of a fight. Now, for the rest of this video for a minute, we're going to discuss something else within training mode about the lab workout. Because I think we went a little bit too long with sparkling, and I apologize for that. Is that in this part of the video, we're going to talk about why competitive players, professional players, intermediate players, a majority of players that want to get good at something come here. Why does a good player come here? And I'm going to use Super Saiyan Blue Goku as an example of why. Okay? And here is the example of why with Super Saiyan Goku. Can someone tell me if that right there was in, I don't know, the combo mode, okay? There was a variation of it, Fox. Variation of that was like with Super Saiyan Goku was in there, okay? You're right, there was. What about this one? Let's see. Oh, we timed it wrong. Do this again. Can you tell me if that was in combo mode or not? Well, gosh, no, Fox, that wasn't in combo mode. I never saw a combo for that. I saw a variation like in the air of that, but not here. Aha! The fun that the combo mode teaches you basically is this one. I'm not going to continue all the way through, but this is the one that it basically teaches you. But look what I did. I did this instead. I actually went ahead, out of my way, and I did it right here like this. I discovered this combo string on my own with a little help maybe from Twitter to go ahead and show me like, oh wait, there's things like this that connect together. Now, one of Gohan that I learned all by myself in a sense, but I find that this is better if I'm trapped in a cornered scenario. Try again, because I mistimed that. Oh. Oh, man. That's what it was. Wow. I grant you, I kind of mashed a little bit out of that. I need to clean the inputs a little bit more on that. But that is something that I learned in lab with Teen Gohan. Because Teen Gohan is one of my most favorite characters, I want to give him some kind of a justice. I want to learn what this character can do. Now, there's another variation that I can do in this. Instead of doing that, I could do something like, I don't know, let me think. Don't make me laugh. Watch it. Let's see. Trying to think right here real quick. Don't make me laugh. Do something like that. Nice, flashy. You guys want flashiness, don't y'all? Y'all want some flashiness. Let's give you some flash. Wow! Look at that! That was a very simple combination. That was very simple, and we were able to give you a flashy ending to a combo. This is where, with a brand spanking new game, you can, it's so much fun to go into the lab, man, and to discover things like this. That's why when you guys in the lab, when we go into live streams and stuff like this, you guys are like, oh my god, you're going in the lab, man? Let's just play online. But you don't understand that my fun also comes into discovering these new things and being like, hey, look, this is awesome. This is cool. We're creating our own flair, our own identity. That's the best word we put out. Every player plays differently. We're creating our own identity on the battlefield by going into the hyperbolic time chamber here and playing and training and learning what we can do with our characters, so that when we would get online, we have an idea. Now, in the next video, after this one, we're going to touch up upon that. We're going to touch up upon training mode, learning combos, learning our own flair, our own identity, and how do we execute this back into battle. Because now, let's get this taken care of this way. You see Vegeta here? He ain't moving. He ain't trying to kill me. It's much easier to pull a combo off on him than it is on a moving target. So on the next video, we're going to go ahead and adapt into this new structure of learning our identity on the battlefield. So I hope you will join me on that episode. Feel free now, if you've done the same thing, take a couple of minutes, take an hour, go practice your characters, go find the 3 characters you like, go practice them son of a bitches, go learn what they're capable of, and then from there, I want you to go play against the CPU, go play online, go practice. Feel better about yourself. Understand that even though you are just starting in this, you can put your foot down in the pavement and make a mark. So, without further ado, guys, I will catch you on the flip side. You have yourselves a glorious day, and I'll see you later. Peace.